Hello dear learners, welcome to our online classes arranged by City Government Girls High School, Chattogram. I am Anjana Borua, assistant teacher, City Government Girls High School, Chattogram. I think all of you are well. I am also well. So dear learners, I think you know that in this week you have to submit the assignment number 2. The topics of this assignment we have discussed in our previous classes. That's why I will not discuss about the second assignment again. So in our previous class we started with the tenses, and we told that from the next classes we will discuss the tenses in details. That's why today we will start with the present simple tense. Okay, I think it is clear to you. So take your English grammar and composition book and the exercise book to continue the class. Okay dear learners, without any delay let us start our today's lesson. Now like before I have written a passage on the board. Now we will read the passage and identify the verb and try to get an idea about the present simple. Okay dear learners, we can see that in this passage, I am a student. Alom is my classmate. We two are good friends. We go to school together. We attend classes regularly. We often play together after school. We return home together. Okay dear learners, we have read the passage. Now we will identify the verbs in each sentences. In first sentence we can see that am is a verb. In second sentence is a verb. Now in third sentence are is a verb. Then next one we go to school. Here go is verb. Then we attend classes regularly. Here attend is verb. Then we often play together after school. Here play is a verb. Then last one we return home together. Here return is a verb. Okay dear learners, we have identified the verbs in the passage. Here we can see there is the use of two types of verb. One is be verb and another one is action verb. Okay dear learners, now we can see that all the verbs expresses the idea, the action about the present one, which is done at the present time. So we can come to a conclusion. We can say in this way that the verbs which express the present state or present action is called a present simple tense. I will repeat again. So the verbs which express the present state or action of present time or present action is called present simple tense. Okay dear learners, now as usually the present simple tenses deals with the present states, present action, universal truths, habitual truths and our daily activities. So Now we will discuss about the structure of a sentence that expresses simple present simple. So now we will discuss about the structure. Structure of I will discuss about three types of structure where different types of verbs are used. So now first of all we will discuss about the state verb. Here the structure will be subject plus present form of be verbs, that is am, is, are plus object. The second one, action verb, subject plus base form of the verb plus object. The last one is have or has as main verbs. Subject plus have or has plus object. Here in the structure we get three types of structure using different three types of verb. In first structure that the verb represents the states of the verb. Here we use the we have to use a subject and then present form of be verbs, that is am, is, are plus object. Then come to the next one. Here we will get an action verb. Here the structure will be, at first we will get a subject, then base form of the verb, the base form of the main verb, that is action verb plus object. Then we know that have or has is used as auxiliary verb or model auxiliary verb. That's why, but here in present simple tenses we can use this have and has as a main verb. So then the structure of the sentence will be subject plus have or has plus object. We will discuss the examples in next steps. So we, depending on the structure, three types of structure, we will discuss about more examples. Okay, dear learners, take your exercise book and write down the examples and try to understand the structure of the sentence. How you have to construct a sentence which express the present simple tense. Okay, dear learners, the example: English is an international language. Then come to the next one. The workers in the garments factories work very hard. He lives very close to the school. Very close to the school. The earth moves round the sun. The sky is blue. He walks very fast. They have a nice car. Okay, dear learners, I think you have copied these examples in your exercise book. Now we will discuss about these examples. First, we in our first structure we saw that there will be an subject. So here English is an international language. Here we get the subject English. Then there will be a state verb, that is state verb as a bibharb, present form of a bibharb am, is, are. So here we have used is for English, as it is in third person. It is considered as the third person singular number. That's why English is then the object, an international language. So the structure is subject plus present form of bibharb plus object. Here we have this example matched with our first structure. Then come to the next one. There we told that there will be an action verb. So the subject is the workers in the garments factories work very hard. Here the subject is the workers in the garments factories. The workers is a subject. Then come to the action base form of the verb. Base form of the verb. Here the verb is work. So work is in base form. So here it is a verb. Then very hard is object. So this second example matches with the second structure. Then similarly we get another example which matches with the second structure. Subject he lives. He lives very close to the school. He is subject. Then the base form of the verb lives, live, that as it is the main verb is live. We have used and use as because he is third person singular number. Then the very close to the school is object. Then the earth moves round the sun. Similarly, this example also matches with the second structure. The earth is verb, moves is move is the main verb, the base form of the verb. As the earth is considered as the third person singular number, that's why we have used as after move. Round the sun is object. The earth is subject. Now come to the next one. The sky is blue. This example matches with the structure number 1. Subject plus present form of be verb plus object. Then come to the next. He works very fast. Here this sentence matches with the second structure. He is subject, works is verb, the very first is object. The last one, they have a nice car. This sentence, this example matches with the last structure where have or has modal auxiliary or auxiliary verb. Have or has is used as main verb. Here they have a nice car. Here subject, they is subject, have is used as main verb. Then the last one is object. So I think these examples are clear to you, and you have matched. You have also can put match the examples with the structure. Now I will use these examples for the aspects which the present simple tense discusses. Yeah, we in our from in the beginning we have told that I have told that the verbs which expresses present state, present action, universal truth or habitual truth or daily activities is called is identified as the present simple. Here in these examples we can get a similarity with the definition. Here we can see that the first example expresses the present state of the verb. The next example, the workers in the garments factories work very hard. It presents the present action of the verb work. Now come to the next. He lives very close to the school. It's also presents or expresses the present action. Then the earth moves around the sun. This example expresses the universal should. That's why it's also a present simple tense. Now the sky is blue. This also an universal should. Now come to the next one. He works very fast. It's an habitual uh, um, habitual activities. He works. His habit is to work very fast. He doesn't work slowly. He works very fast. So it is his habit. That's why it's these habitual activities are also part of uh, present simple. So come to the next one. They have a nice car. It's also a present action. It's example of present action. So I think, dear learners, it is clear to you that which verbs deals with which types of verbs deals with the present simple tense. I think it is clear to you, and it will you will be able to solve any types of problem or construct any types of sentences that express the present simple. So dear learners, depending on our lesson, today's lesson, today's activities, I will give you a homework. So dear learners, take your exercise book again and copy the homework. Okay, dear learners, take your exercise book and write down the homework. First one, write 5 sentences about your family using the verbs. Number 2, write 5 sentences using action verbs in the present simple tense. Then last one, write 5 sentences using have or has as a main verb. I think, dear learners, today's lesson is clear to you, and it will be you will be able to solve these 3 problems based on today's lesson. Okay, dear learners, we will meet in our next classes and continue with these topics, the tenses, and till then you will be stay safe. So thank you, goodbye.